Alright, boys and girls, welcome to the DFS experience for Thursday, December 14th. This video is brought to you by our friends over at Thrive Fantasy, the player prop website where you can play against the house or play against other players in contest format. You do get a deposit match up to $250 if you use my promo code DFSChapo, or you can use the link that's in my description. We're going to run a DraftKings. We're going to start with point guard as usual. I know a lot of shit happened tonight. I'm trying to avoid it. I'm just trying to get through the video. Hopefully, I can stay on the straight and narrow path and just talk about the plays because I don't want to get sidetracked. Wait, didn't I not tell y'all be careful with Bobby Portis? Oh, I did tell y'all be careful with Bobby Portis. How did I know Bobby Portis was gonna go off the deep blue end? I don't know, but I'm telling you, when I be having visions, y'all motherfuckers need to listen. Because in my last video, I told y'all be careful with Bobby Portis. DraftKings point guard Luka Magic 11-9, fire his ass up. SGA 10.5, fire him up. SGA is gonna go under the radar now because everybody's gonna be on Halliburton's nuts. You know, now that the media's on it, everybody's, we all knew Halliburton was fired, a long time ago. But you know how the media is. When they find a new shiny toy, they like to shove it up your asses. Fire up SGA. Fox has been playing amazing. He's averaging 50 fantasy points a night. You know what I'm saying? He's going under the radar. These two guys are immaculate plays. Fire them up. Curry, 9.4. He's fine. He's not going to have his... See, I was going to say boyfriend, but let me be calm. He's not going to have his bodyguard. Pause. That sounds crazy, too. He's not going to have Draymond with him. Curry and Draymond play a little differently when they don't play together. I ain't got no ill will towards Curry, but Draymond definitely doesn't like to play without Curry, and Draymond definitely doesn't even like to play, period, because he just likes to get himself ejected. I prefer Fox. I prefer SGA over Curry. Curry's fine. Clay and Wiggins bench last play of the game. You know Clay be in his feelings. Clay's a little sissy. Like, I'm sorry. You know what? I really wanted to do this video on a clear, narrow, straight, positive path, but now that I'm talking about these guys, they just got me fired up. Klay Thompson's just a little bitchy for me, man. Fire up Curry. Donovan Mitchell's in play. Brogdon is very he's like eggshells. You feel me? You ever try to like peel an egg and that shit just crack? That's what Brogdon is. He's fragile like eggshells. Let's just call him Mr. Eggshells for the rest of the season. Harden, you could take a shot. Remember, he's part of the Big Four for 8,200. Be aware of that. Garland's in play. Simons is in play. I'd rather play Simons than Brogdon. Dinwiddie, Westbrook is playing 18 fucking minutes a game. Get him out of here. Kobe White's in play. Kobe White's the new Zach LaVine. Fire him up. Cam Thomas. I've been laying off of Cam Thomas lately. Not since the 6-point fantasy point day, but since the next one. 29 minutes, 17 points. Then it got worse after that, 23 fantasy points, 31 minutes. So I'm just laying off of Cam Thomas for now. It looks like they're trying to keep that team balanced, not letting him shoot every single thing he sees. Everybody's getting shots. Cam Johnson's, Mikal. So we don't really need Cam Thomas at that price. Murray, we could take a shot. He's okay if he's healthy. Keontae George, I think he played 3 minutes last night. If you had Keontae George in your lineup on Wednesday night, may the Lord bless your soul. He played 3 minutes. Derek White, 6.8, always in play. Chris Paul, 6.8. Maybe he starts and does something for Golden State. I don't know. Golden State's a weird team. I always told y'all this season that I don't think that they reflected their record when they were winning. Now they just losing everything. I told you that team wasn't good. I know what the fuck I be talking about. I do like Chris Paul without Draymond. More assist potential. If he starts, you can fire him up. All right, Drew Holiday's okay. I haven't been getting to him. He doesn't shoot enough for me. Exum been a revelation on Dallas. Dante Exum was supposed to be good for years, but he just was always hurt or was on the bottom of the rosters. Now he's starting next to Luka and performing amazing. Fire up Exum. Conley's fine. Reggie Jackson's okay. Malik Monk. I finally play Malik Monk. He shits on himself. Look at this shit. 40, 37, 25, 40. Okay, let me jump on the bandwagon. Malik Monk, let's go. 14 and a half fucking fantasy points. Get this guy off my screen. He's still a good player though. Go right back to him. Lowry, no thank you. Sexton, probably we don't need him. Looks like Markin in his back. If you get no Keontae George, you could probably take a shot on Sexton. Scoot Henderson, 5.3. You could take a shot. Podzemski's a little bit spicy coming off the bench. Plus, Steve Kerr's rotations are a little bit erratic, so I can't really trust that. You feel me? I could only really trust starters and maybe Kuminga and maybe Saric. That's it. Terrence Mann, no thank you. He gets no burn playing amongst the big four or the big three because they got Westbrook on the bench like a little bitch. But Terrence Mann starting next to George and Harden and Kawhi and Zubac. He's the fifth. He's the fifth amigo out that bunch. Usage is low. Just out there fucking doing cardio. Man, get him out of here. Ayo DeSumno, the history maker right here. What was it? 26 minutes, no points, no nothing. Just a big fat zero. Okay, I don't want no parts of him. Hardy, don't really need him. The rest of these guys down here, Peyton Pritchards and the fucking Jimmy Davidsons and the fucking Kevin Johnsons and the Jeremy Pickett's and the Corey Giuseppe's and the fucking Abraham Brooks and fucking Jimmy Ford and fucking Jermaine Christopher and all these other fucking little nobodies. I'm not playing them. You feel me? Let's go to shooting guard. I'm cranky. I'm sorry. I had a long day. I had a very, very long day. So just bear with me. Who's here? Let's see. Anthony Edwards. He's still running around with a broken hip. I need him to be 100% healthy before I drop 8,900 on him. So let's put him on the back burner. Paul George, man of the hour. Paul George. Mr. Phantom Injury. Listen, I didn't watch the game. I still haven't watched the game. This is what I know. Let me tell you what I know. I know I was checking my alerts like I always do, like the responsible DFS player that I am. And I think it was like coming at a halftime, if I'm not mistaken. And it says like Norman Powell starting for Paul George. So I said, let me backtrack to see when Paul George got hurt, because I missed that alert. Even though I have all my alerts on high, I missed that alert. But it's very possible that I wasn't paying attention. So when I went back to check the alert to see when Paul George got hurt, that's when the alert came out. So he's replaced by Norman Powell. Then he got hurt. Listen, you got it. Y'all got to get it together, NBA. Clippers, whoever's in charge. Who's in charge out here? I don't know. Supposedly it's a quad? It's a groin. I'm not gonna really talk too much about it because, like I said, I didn't see the replay. I don't know if he got hurt. I know a few people said that they don't know what happened. He had a supposed injury. So I gotta take their word for it. But whatever. If there's no Paul George, give Harden a bump, give Kawhi a bump, give Norman Powell a bump, then maybe give Westbrook a tiny little bump. You feel me? Shaden Sharp's in play. Jaylen Brown, what the fuck's going on with him? Sprained left ankle, no thank you. Um, Caleb Martin, man of the week. Take a shot. Listen, let me tell you. I'll talk to you about Miami in a second. And when I say I'll talk to y'all about Miami in a second, I think y'all know exactly what I'm about to say. Struce, you could take a shot. Nothing spectacular. Gady's okay. Nothing great. THJ, if Tim Hardaway's in, good for him. If he's out, give Exum another boost on top of the boost he already has with no Irving. NAW gets a boost with no Anthony Edwards. Norman Powell gets a boost with no George. Kevin Huerter's been losing minutes to Monk. Caruso can't stay in the fucking game. Moody, we prefer him to start. Strawther's not really nothing spectacular, but if there's no Jamal Murray, you can take shots on him. But this is not stochastic. I'm not going to tell you to play fucking Julian Strawther when you have a whole Reggie Jackson starting. You feel me? I'm not going to do that. I ain't going to lie to you. They be telling y'all the dumbest shit in the fucking planet. Some of y'all be eating that shit up like Campbell's soup. Good. Y'all need to chill. Y'all want an example? So today, I was listening to the Live Before Lock show, right? Because I was doing some shit, so I had to listen. I listened to it in the background. And then when Trey Murphy wasn't in the starting lineup, you know, the fucking carpet muncher, Eric. What's his name? Eric Lindquist? I never say names on here, but these motherfuckers are so blatant with the bullshit, I don't give one fuck anymore. Let me tell y'all something. He told y'all specifically, don't play Trey Murphy. Oh, he's a bad play now. And I'm saying to myself, what the fuck is he talking about? Trey Murphy plays 26 minutes off the bench with Zion Williamson in. How many minutes you think he's going to play with Zion Williamson out? Plus, he does a little bit of everything. Okay. Well, last I checked, Trey Murphy was destroying the slate. You see what I'm saying? And these guys tell y'all not to play players, and then they go ahead and play tons of them and go win money. Y'all need to open your eyes up. Why would Trey Murphy be a bad play just because he isn't starting? That's crazy. That's craziness to me. Anyway, Tatum looks better without Brown, but absolutely in play. Jimmy Butler, I don't play Jimmy Butler in the regular season. Maybe he's motivated to play Chicago. I don't give one fuck. 7-game slate, I don't need him. Mikal Bridges is in play. Kawhi is in play. DeRozan, Michael Porter's okay. I haven't played him in months. Jalen Williams, if you must. Duncan Robinson, if you feeling spicy. Jacquez, I don't like Miami anymore. But if you want to play one of them, fine. Patrick Williams, you can take a shot. Wiggins is dog shit. No, Wiggins is dog food pedigree. That yellow bag, that's what Wiggins is. Derrick Jones Jr. don't really need him right now. Kuminga, if he starts, excellent. If he doesn't, if Moody starts, play Moody. If Kuminga starts, play Kuminga. I don't trust Kerr with anybody off the bench besides Saric. It may be Kuminga on a good day, but I'm not trying to lose my money. Harrison Barnes is dog food. So Wiggins is no. Harrison Barnes is dog shit. Wiggins is dog food. Harrison Barnes is dog shit. The rest of these guys I'm not playing, to be honest with you. Maybe Moody if he starts. I don't need none of these guys. I don't need Agbaji. I don't need Lou Dort. Yo, Lou Dort should be 43 cents. And get this geek off my screen. Let's go to power forward. I don't got time to wait with these fools. I'm be honest with you. I haven't played basketball in years. I'm better than Lou Dort. Let's continue. Cat, 9K. Fire his ass up. Gets a bump if there's no Edwards. Marketing against Portland, great matchup, 8,500. He's fine. DeRozan is fine. Porzingis is fine. Cam Johnson is fine. Keegan Murray's okay. Nothing special. Not really. Saric, Love. You can take shots. Kamara, if he starts, maybe if you're feeling spicy, you can take a shot. Jabari Walker. You could take a shot with no Jeremy Grant. Who else is here? Who else is here? No one else is here. Let's go to center. Jokic 12K, fire him up. If there's no Murray, he gets another bump. So bonuses in play. Vooch, you could take a shot, 7.9K. He's fine. Rudy Gobert, 7.5. Chet Holmgren, 7.4. Both of these guys are in play. Fire the asses up. 8 and 6.9K. If he's in, good for him. If he's out, you can play his backup. Claxton's in play. Jared Allen's in play. Walker Kessler off the bench. No. Not at no 6.5K. Get him out of here. Zubac 6.4 in play. Lively 6.3 in play. Orlando Robinson. This is the guy that I wanted to talk about. Pat Riley. Eric Spoelstra. Miami Heat. What the fuck are you guys doing with Orlando Robinson? Why are you playing 3 centers in the regular season? What the fuck is wrong? What the fuck kind of crack are you smoking? Why? What's up with the theatrics? It's a regular season game. You got a youngster there. Just play the fucking kid. You're playing him 6 minutes. You're bringing in Kevin Love 6 minutes. You're bringing in Tom. What the fuck is this shit? You guys, you think you're Harlem Globetrotters? Man, fuck the Miami Heat. I'm never playing these guys again. I don't even give a fuck if I cash with Orlando Robinson. I'm never playing these guys again. These guys don't take the regular season serious. Only Bam. Jimmy doesn't take this shit seriously. Fucking Spoelstra don't take this shit seriously. Fuck this, man. Orlando. You're a starting center. He played 12. Why did you start him then? You started the guy to play him 12 minutes? Are you fucking on cocaine? What the fuck am I hearing? What the fuck am I seeing? What's wrong with the NBA? Oh my god. The fucking bullshit with this fucking league. I'm sick of it. You start the guy to play him 12 fucking minutes. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all why I'm so fired up. Basketball is about rhythm. How the fuck this kid's supposed to get rhythm playing 6-minute intervals? And 2 6-minute intervals, not even 4. 2 6-minute intervals. He's supposed to get a rhythm? And fuck the Miami Heat. Fuck the whole organization. Fuck them all. The ball boys, the towel boys, the fucking sweepers, the fucking halftime show people. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the whole stadium. Boy, who's next? I'm not in the mood for this shit. Kelly Olynyk, he's more dog shit. Look at this fucking guy. Some starting. He ain't no starting center. Look at this fucking guy. 15, 14, 17, 23, 13. You know what all those numbers have in common? Ain't none of them shit's optimal. Get this fucking bozo off my screen. Let's continue. You're at 7, you can't play. Unless they want to play 3 centers too. I wouldn't put it past them. These fucking idiots. Looney's getting like 15 minutes. I don't know. They treat Looney like dog shit in the regular season, and he got to save their ass in the playoffs. Y'all notice that? We're not ready for this conversation right now. Watch this. Drummond's in play, believe it or not. Duop Reese is in play if there's no Ayton. Thomas Bryant's in play because he's going to be 1/3 of the famous Miami centers trio that they run out every night. Shit. Man, get these fucking Miami Heat off my fucking screen. Alright, we're about to go to FanDuel. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up. All that stuff is very important on us continuing to grow the channel. If you're struggling to catch it, you can't quite get it done. You're getting bad beats. You need my lineups. You want me to build you lineups? No worries. Check out my Patreon link in the description. I'll build your own lineups. I'll show you my finalized optimal lineups right before lock. I got you. And we're doing an NBA, NHL, NFL, whatever it is. No worries. Let's go to FanDuel. Let's speed through this. Let's wrap this shit up and let's get the fuck out of here. Because this NBA shit's pissing me the fuck off. Who's this? Luka. Okay, Luka's 12-6. Fire him up. SGA. Aaron. Aaron's a little too cheap. Aaron. I'm sorry. He's a little too cheap. Mitchell's a little too cheap. Tough matchup, but he's Donovan Mitchell. Curry's been 8.9 for a long time on FanDuel. Disrespectful. Fire him up. Anthony Simons is fine. Harden gets a little bump with no George. Garland is fine. Kobe White is fine. He looks expensive, but I told you he's the new Zach LaVine. We got to watch Murray. You got to watch Brogdon. Derek White's fine. Exum's in play. Drew Holiday's okay. Dinwiddie's okay. Chris Paul, if he starts, he looks a bit better. Giddey's fine. Keontae George, pay attention to his injury news. Conley's okay. Reggie Jackson is fine. Westbrook, scared to play him. Might get a little bit of a boost if there is no Paul George, but we'll see. Malik Monk in play. Go right back to him. Kyle Lowry, no thank you. Scoot Henderson, take a shot. Caruso, always hurt. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Ayo is jack off of the week. It is what it is. Who else is here? Nobody. Isaiah Joe if you need value, but we don't do value too early. So just keep Isaiah Joe in your dummy lineups, and then we'll upgrade when we get the chance or when news comes out. Shooting guard, okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Anthony Edwards is still broken. Paul George, balls hurt. Who else is here? Mikal Bridges, 8K. All right, Jaylen Brown, ankle. I can't do fucked up ankles. Sorry, cause you know what happens? They say, oh, game time decision. Oh, they warmed up, they feel good, and then you know what happens? 5 minutes in the first quarter, you get an alert on your fucking Galaxy phone. It says Jaylen Brown headed to locker room. 3 minutes later, you get another alert on your Galaxy phone. You know what it says? It says Jaylen Brown wouldn't return. Now you're pissed off at the world on Twitter. Fucking typing all types of shit. So just avoid it. Fuck Jaylen Brown and fuck his ankles. All right, who's next? Shaden Sharp's in play. Jalen Williams is fine. Cam Thomas, shooter, 6.3. If he's my last piece, it's fine, but I'm not really going to make him a priority. Podzemski, I need him to start. I don't know what Kerr's going to do. You got Podzemski, more money than Klay Thompson. What a time to be alive. Malik Monk, Duncan Robinson, Sexton, LeVert, THT, Norman Powell, all in play. Herder, I don't really need. He's been losing minutes. The rest of these guys down here, not touching. Maybe Walker Alexander if there's no Edwards. The rest of these guys I can't do. Let's go to small forward. Tatum, 9.8. His price is coming down a lot, but there's a lot of beasts in the NBA right now, fantasy producer-wise. Tatum 9.8, fire him up. Kawhi Leonard gets a bump. No George, we know that. We're paying attention to it. Jimmy Butler, no thank you, but if you play him, I won't be mad at you. Laurie Market, 8.4 in play. DeMar DeRozan in play. Mikal Bridges, we spoke about him. Michael Porter, he's okay. Caleb Martin, I don't mind. Keegan Murray, Jaquez, Patrick Williams, Kuminga, you could take shots on. Norman Powell, Kyle Anderson, if you're desperate. Wiggins, absolutely no shot. They should actually release him or send him to the G League. Straight dog shit. Straight dog food. Sabonis in play. Cat in play gets a bump with no Edwards. We know that. Porzingis, you can take a shot, 8.1, kind of spicy, but he could pay that off if there's no Jaylen Brown. Give Porzingis a bump. Jared Allen, 7.4 with no Mobley. He should be better than what he is, but he is what he is. Let's see what he did last game with no Mobley. Whoops. Okay. I think Mobley's been out the last 3 games, 2 or 3 games. Let's say the last 3 games. 25 minutes, 21 fantasy points. 15 minutes, 15 fantasy points. 36 minutes, 40 fantasy points. Well, that's the fucking Jared Allen that we need. The one that's going to stay on the court and dominate. So, fire up Jared Allen. Let me see something. Yep, I was right. It is the last 3 games. So, just be careful with Jared Allen with his range of outcomes. He can give you 15 fantasy points, or he can give you 40. Because these last 3 games have been without Mobley, so just be very careful and don't be a game log chaser. You feel me? I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but just be very careful with Jared Allen, and he's very foul prone. And Boston likes to get you lost in the sauce. It's Tatum and these guys like to drive the basketball. So just be careful with that. All right, who else is here? Aaron Gordon's in play. Nas Reed, if you're desperate. Kevin Love, you know, part of the big three center squad for Miami. He's going to get his little 4-minute rotation or whatever the fuck it is. Derrick Jones, Saric, all in play. Kelly Olynyk, if you want to take a shot at 5.3, fine with that. Grant Williams, if you want to take a shot, as awful as he is, take a shot. DFS, you could take a shot. Kamara, take a shot. Harrison Barnes, no thank you. And let's go to center. Let's wrap this shit up. And let's get the fuck out of here. All right, 12.4. Jokic is in play. Gobert, 8.3. He's fine. Vucevic, 8.2. He's fine. Chet, 8K. He's fine. Claxton, 7.3. Okay, we're going to pay attention to Ayton. Kessler, not really interested in him if he's going to be coming off the bench for 7K. No, thank you. Lively, if you're desperate. Zubac usually destroys Golden State, and you have no tough Draymond in the paint. Fire up Zubac. Zubac is looking very good to me right now. And if there's no George, there's still a few more shots to go around. I'm liking Zubac the more that I speak. Orlando Robinson, never again in life. Now, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to fade Orlando Robinson, and they're going to play him 25 minutes. That's just how the NBA is, full of shit. Can't take it personal. What else is here? Drummond's in play, believe it or not. Reith, if there's no dominating, that's what he calls himself, right? DeAndre Ayton, dominating, yeah, okay, buddy. And the rest of these guys, I'm going to have to pass on. And that's that. Listen, 7 games up, 7 games down. Don't act like I ain't never tell y'all nothing. If you was watching the Live Before Lock show and they told you not to play Trey Murphy and you took him out your lineup because you listened to that guy named Eric, shame on you. Anyways, appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hope you had a profitable Wednesday night. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Check out the Patreon link in the description if you need lineups for NFL, NHL, NBA, hockey, frisbee, duck hunting, gopher shooting, fucking table tennis, top golf, fucking rocket popping. I don't know. Whatever. And listen, I'm going to talk to you guys later. Ciao.